Hello, Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. As we closing out the cycle, this is the last quarter moon. Last quarter moon. Last quarter moon. Video is for the 22nd through the 29th of December 2024. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let us see what's in your cards. All right. Already prayed over your cards. All right. Source is giving somebody some time to move on from something. So it's giving you some time to move on from something. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So it's trying to give you some time to move on from something, to free yourself. To move on from something. Because this right here looks like an infinity symbol, right? So it's trying to give you some time to move on from some confusion. Move on from something that has been confusing to you. Move on, move on, move on. Move on. We have the Knight of Wands and also the Nine of Wands. And so it looks like it's something that is ruthless. It looks like two energies have succumbed. One has succumbed to passive and powerless behavior, and another energy is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful, right? And the source is trying to give somebody some time to move on from something. And the Judgment card connects us with Pluto, death, rebirth, right? Metamorphosis. This connects us with, like I said, time here. So it's just giving somebody some time to move on from something. Right. But somebody looks like they want to catch a flight somewhere. It looks like they want to catch a flight somewhere. Everybody's catching a flight. Everybody's catching a flight somewhere. Everybody's going somewhere. Somewhere. Kind of sounds like, it sounds like the line from the movie Revenge with Kevin Costner and Madeline Stowe. This kind of sounds like that movie. Y'all saw that movie? He had the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So I'm looking at the seven. Seven is completion of something. So source is saying the scales have been removed from somebody's eyes. Scales have been removed from somebody's eyes. Like somebody is source is trying to give you an opportunity to raise your frequency. And that's what source is trying to tell somebody is like, I feel like when you're in places like this, when you're in places where there's other spirits, I'll just put it this way, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody's drinking. When you're in spaces where we're portals, the lines can be blurred. People are talking in your ear, they're saying this, they're saying that. And so something was definitely confusing for somebody, hearing something was confusing, for somebody. And so source is saying to you, supposed to give you an opportunity now that the moon has moved in Virgo, and then I think it's going to move into Libra right after that, is to go back into hermit crab shell mode while the Tower card is still retrograde, and go into prayer mode for clarity instead of hopping on a plane and doing something. Like I said, Knight of Wands, so it's giving somebody an opportunity to free themselves, so it's really giving somebody time to free themselves and just move on to calmer waters. Yeah, now that the scales have been removed from somebody's eyes, so I'm trying to give you time to, so it's two energies. Like I said, trying to take flight, something that happened real fast. So I said, move on from something. Right? So I'm going to sacrifice. So source is saying to you, a lot of sacrifices have been made. This is the Hangman. A lot of sacrifices have been made already. And so it's trying to give somebody a chance to move on. Right? Queen of Cups here. And pour into yourselves. Let's pour into yourself, right? Is a Page of Pentacles here. So you can feel like you have a whole new lease on life. Mm-hmm. Whole new lease on life. You feel like you have a whole new lease on life. Here's a Ten of Swords here. So you can start thriving. So there's been a lot of talk about you behind your back. Things travel through the air. So if somebody's been talked about behind their back, I don't think that's really that big of a deal, because people talk about people behind their back all the time. But as things start to flow through the air, y'all know how gossip is. People don't know what to believe. They don't know what's true and what's false. So it's the same. But when you're dealing with familiar spirits and things are traveling fast, like when you talk about Eight of Wands here and things are traveling fast, and just like with the Seven of Cups, and a spirit takes over, right? Whether people are drinking, whether it's a poisonous or venomous spirit, you don't know what kind of frame of mind people are in. And so this is the year of 8. Like you see this infinity symbol here, and so 8 is a karmic number. And so when you're trying to close out not just this year, this is the year of 8, meaning this is also the year of purge. So Source is trying to give people an opportunity to purge within. I think the general public has it backwards. Every time you see somebody in the public, when you see people get exposed in the public, like people like, oh my God, I can't believe this so-and-so got. And as soon as they do that to somebody, then something with them get exposed, because people are not seeing that Source gives everybody an opportunity to go into hermit mode, to work on your shadow self, to heal yourself, to go into personal prayer mode and ask Source to show you a mirror of yourself, to go through healing, so that Source can extend grace and mercy and show you yourself to heal, right? But somehow people are fascinated with exposing other people, just like I said, judging other people, obsessed. So somebody has this like obsession. Source is saying to you that there are two energies. Let me see how I can word this. What Source is trying to help you to learn how to do is not have an obsessive spirit just by looking at what you see on even social media, because what people are seeing is all those people who have those obsessive spirits for other people are just equally as obsessed with them and exposing something, and they never see it coming. So what Source is trying to show you is like, okay, that's something with you, you'll never see something coming. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody, is like giving you some time to recognize the sacrifices that your ancestors made, no matter where you are, to rise above any kind of judgment. Anytime you think somebody judging you, rise above it. Okay, only Source can judge you. Only Source can judge you. That's why you see right here, somebody has an ancestor that's saying, yeah, so what, people are talking about you behind your back. Guess what? You survived worse, right? That's what Source is saying. Free yourself. Do not go back into something that didn't produce a whole lot of growth to begin with. See how this person has on a headband, they looking back, and these little studs right here. It didn't produce a whole lot of growth. So it's like, get as far away from something that will put you in a karmic cycle for the next 8 years. Get as far away from it as possible. Close out the cycle. Close out the cycle and start pouring into yourself. Right? Close out the cycle. And get away from that dark energy. Get away from that dark energy. Somebody is dealing with a dark high priest. Somebody is dealing with a dark high priest, and all they care about is money. That's it. They don't care about nothing else but money. That's it. Right? So let's just close out the cycle. 7 of Wands, close it out. Have a telepathic conversation or something, but close it out. It's an organization, a person or an organization. And we have the Magician, but you have to be the person to initiate it. You have to be the person. Pray about it first and be the person. Because that 7 of Wands lets me know that somebody's having a tower moment. So somebody could be having an awakening. The tower is the 16th card in tarot, so that's 1 in 6 or 7. So somebody could be having a tower moment, like just an awakening. Just like, hey, you need to go pray and meditate. Just sit down and pray somewhere, just like a Source give me some clarity. You know, some right there in the right up under your breastplate. Give me some clarity, source. I need some answers. I need some answers. How do I close this out? How do I just move on from something? How do I just cut ties? Here's the Ace of Swords here, right? You know, how do I get some answers? How do I get some clarity on this? Here's the Ace of Swords. How do I just cut ties? How do I just move on from this? I've been talked about behind my back. How do I just cut ties and move on? Okay, yeah, so I have to make a little bit more room. But yeah, you'd be surprised at how answers come to you, how things just pop up. You're just like, oh, wow, okay, there's an answer right there. What Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do is, you know, not only does the enemy meaning the devil, right, which is not a person, it's a spirit, right, sets traps for people, right? By using your past hurts, your pride, your anger, your guilt, and your shame. And the fact that Mars, which is the Tower card, is, you know, coming at everybody with total recall. So that's not partial recall, it's total, whatever, like total, far back as you can remember. You don't really have time to tie your karma or mix your karma in with anybody else, especially if you want good karma. You want infinite good things to happen for you. So you don't really know if a person is getting their downloads, if they're telling you everything, right? So not only is the Tower card, which is Mars, retrograde, what else is retrograde? Chiron is retrograde. Chiron goes to the deepest spiritual wounds. You do need your time of birth on your birth chart. And WikiHow does have some like illustrations there to help somebody. Uranus is also retrograde. That's the Fool card. So when you close out cycles, you want to make sure you're closing out the cycle and feeling like, okay, I've left behind a lot of distractions, and I don't feel foolish for closing out a cycle and leaving behind a circus. Like I feel like I felt really good about my decision to leave something behind, people, places, and things, where I would have tied my stuff, my good karma in there. I would have mixed it in, being fixated on something. So that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, is like all this riding till the wheels fall off. Nope. 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 That's the Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do is, you know, Jupiter is also retrograde. That's the planet of good luck, good fortune, what's on your horizon, right? And so you can lead people to water, but you can't force people to drink it. You can't not force people to drink it. So we got some magician energy here, right? So Source is trying to help somebody, like somebody's dealing with a dark high priest, right? And so Source is saying you need to get to some clarity from Source. You've been talked about behind your back before. People have moved on, you know, with their lives. You have an opportunity to move on with your life as well, but you got to get some clarity from Source. Somebody was somewhere, like I said, we are portals. You hear things, you know, your skin was, you know, around some stuff. We have absorbed some things. So people talk, people jump to conclusions about this, that, the other, whatever. Something took, two energies talking about something took off fast, whatever. And so it's like, now it's time for you to close something out. It's something for you to close something. You're ready to defend your decision to move on from something without even coming across as defensive. Yeah, so one thing in particular you're saying for certain you're moving on from, but another one you're still kind of on the fence about. And so it's like you got a cell phone in hand, you know, your motivation needs to change. That same fire can be used for being motivated to start a business instead of hopping on a plane traveling somewhere. But Source is saying some right here, you have you're not going back to something that didn't produce a whole lot of didn't produce any growth. It really didn't produce any growth, where people are in survival mode. Yeah, where people are in survival mode. So you got some ideas. So it's a new beginning right here. So somebody has an idea. Somebody has an idea, right? So here we have the Two of Pentacles here. So something is Something about lowering something. Here's a Two of Pentacles. Something about lowering something. I don't know. It's like lower. So maybe source is going to refinance something for you, or you're lowering. I don't know what you're lowering, but lowering something. Here we have the Four of Cups here. Yeah. Remember, there's no gender in tarot, but I feel like somebody could feel like somebody could be, I don't know, somebody could be depressed or let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. So it's two situations here. Somebody could be working. Maybe somebody owes something. Maybe somebody owes a debt or something, and they just maybe working to just like lower, maybe you and somebody are working on something, maybe to lower some kind of a debt or something. Maybe both of y'all are working on something. But maybe y'all are initiating a conversation. Something is happening because it's a dark energy here, but some kind of a distraction happened. But anyway, here we had the Page of Pentacles here. So somebody's going to feel like they have a whole new lease on life. But it's some kind of like some new... A Page of Pentacles is like a new something happening here. Like somebody feel like they have a whole new lease on life or something is happening here. But Source is just really trying to get somebody to come out of this a certain kind of a mindset. Source is trying to help somebody learn how to come out of a particular mindset. Let's see what else we got going on here. See what else we have going on here. Let me see. So Page of Pentacles. Yeah. But what Source is trying to get somebody to do is initiate a conversation and not just be in receiving mode. Yeah, to be in receiving mode. So, Page of Pentacles connects us with obviously Earth energy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So, to be in, and that's Magician cards, messages. It's like to initiate the conversation. Not like wait for somebody else to, initiate the conversation. Yeah, not for somebody else to initiate the conversation. So I feel like somebody could be initiating a conversation with somebody. Will say somebody need to be talking to somebody. Like somebody ain't talking. Is somebody's father involved in something? Somebody's father. Yeah, so somebody has some ideas about some things. Here we have the Ace of Wands here. So yeah, Ace of Wands twice. Child, what in the world? 1, 2. Yeah, so this person right here is on a cell phone. So somebody needs to call somebody. I mean, because I know this somebody's in receiving mode, by default, but somebody needs to make a phone call. That's what Soul's trying to get you to do, is like make some kind of a phone call. Because there's too much overthinking going on in these cards. This is way too much overthinking. And that Ace of Swords right here is like somebody has is trying to gain some clarity, but you know, but also it's Ace of Swords' motive. It's like a new, you know, like also new way of thinking, of like new way of taking some kind of action, but some kind of something needs to be done. Something has to be done. Like something has to be done here. So Source is really trying to get somebody in their divine masculine energy instead of just being in receiving mode, which is feminine energy. And I'm talking to men and women, right? Men and women. That has nothing to do. Divine masculine. We all embody divine masculine and divine feminine energy. But here we have mother baskets. But yeah. So I feel like maybe somebody's parents need to be called. That's what I'm looking at here. Maybe somebody need to call this somebody's parents or something. There's way too much overthinking going on. Yeah, this is the Fool card here. Yeah, so this is where, you know, this connects us to the Fool card, which is Uranus, which is, like I said, it's retrograde right now, so it'll be retrograde for a little while. This is where you want to really slow down when planets are retrograde, because planets don't move backwards; they don't move at a slower pace. So somebody needs to really slow down and think before somebody does something foolish, right? Before, that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. Before somebody does something foolish, somebody needs to slow down and think, because your ancestors are saying it's time to move on from something. Time to move on from something, because everybody has been talked about behind their back. This person right here has been talked about behind their back, right? Everybody has pulled swords out of their back, you know. And that Ace of Swords is like, okay, so what? You know, here we got Ace of Baskets, so it's another Ace. So that's a new beginning of something. Ace of Baskets, so it's a new beginning of something. So, yeah, Daughter of Sticks. But somebody wild. I mean, somebody is just like a yeah, somebody is just like this right here. So whatever, somebody need to open up their mouth and talk. All this overthinking going on, and Source is saying somebody is giving somebody some time to move on from something. So I don't know who that's for. I don't know how that's, but yeah. We're gearing up for 2025. We got a lot of good news that's going on for 2025, but I want to really slow down to close out this cycle for this year, because it is a karmic year, and it is the year of Purge. And so you want to make sure you slow down, because you don't want to tie your karma in with someone else's and then look up following years and just make it harder than it has to be for you. Next year could be an amazing year for a lot of people. An amazing year for a lot of people. So what Source is saying to you, you could free yourself. That's just like a free man. For somebody, free man, free woman, by moving on from something. So somebody's not happy without you. Your peace is paramount. Adjust your crown. Your laughter is medicine. Always bet on you. Something is becoming clearer now. You have the gift of clear cognizance. That's psychic knowledge about other people. And so you have the gift of premonition. That's for warning. So Source lets you know ahead of time. It's like, or there's come to a dream. Like, you just know things ahead of time. So, yeah, ask Source for clarity. There it is. Ask Source, the creator, right? It's time to heal your wounded healer. That would be your Chiron. So you do need your time of birth. But you have a new attitude. Your ancestors are proud of you. One yes from God is all you need. It's time to start dating again. Treat yourselves to a spa day. Everything in moderation. Your inner child is very proud of you. Yeah. A Pisces. There's a Pisces that's not telling you everything. There is a Pisces that is sacrificing you. That's what this is. There's a Pisces and a Taurus that is sacrificing you, Scorpio. That's what you're not seeing. You got a man and a woman that creates some chaos in your life after this energy right here moved on. They talked about them behind their back. So it's just telling you to cut them off. You are not seeing this. Oh my goodness. You're not seeing this. You're not seeing this. That's going to be somebody's key to freedom. Your freedom is tied to somebody else's. Your freedom is tied to somebody else's. They're not telling you everything. They're wearing masks for something. They're wearing masks for something around money and how somebody makes their money. Because somebody got a lease, like a new lease or something. But something is grossly out of balance here. What is out of balance? What is out of balance? What is out of balance? We got a lot of fire here in the car, so we know it's some bullying going on here. We know some rage. Somebody, they're carrying some rage and some bullying and some rage. Somebody is being sacrificed. It's a third person that's being sacrificed, and somebody is in a circus situation right now. Somebody doesn't feel free. They're in a circus situation right now. So how is this lease being paid for? How is this lease? We have a new lease on life, but how is this lease being paid for? Hold on. Judgment is coming down on these energies. There's a Capricorn involved. They're trying to hold on to some money. They're trying to hold on to some, it's like they're trying to save some money. They're trying to hold on to some money. Something is happening. Hold on. Judgment card. Judgment card connects us with death. They're trying to hold on. But see, the dark side of 4 is just somebody's way to the highway. I'm trying to send a message. Seven of Cups. Some kind of bait and switch. Kind of baiting into something and switched up after somebody moved on. Alright, okay, I got what I needed. Alright, okay. Alright, that's what I have for you, Scorpios. That's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. So, a new romantic cycle begins for you all. This is Libra. Don't do an injustice to yourselves. Like I said before, the enemy is very crafty. The enemy within is very crafty. Try not to get distracted kind of when you're out and about. Try not to get distracted when you're out and about. But, you know, allowing people's, you know, judgment of you or talking about you behind your back to cause you to get distracted. I don't think that'll bother you all. But, you know, it's, but a new romantic cycle begins for somebody. But expansiveness, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Five, I'm adaptable. That's good. So, the flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. So, somebody is definitely turning over a new leaf. Somebody's learning how to adapt and not just being fixed, like just fixated on, you know, one thing, which is a really, really good thing because, again, like I said, a new romantic cycle begins with somebody, but it's going to affect you in all areas of your life, and it's definitely going to work to your, you know, advantage, and just learning how to be a little bit more flexible, just in general, especially if you feel like you're being judged, or either you feel like you're being judged or other people feel like you're judging them, you know what I'm saying, vice versa. To see things from a higher frequency. So maybe there's something that's new that's going to happen for somebody in the following year. It's just like, okay, just turning over a new leaf. You don't be so fixated on something. Maybe just learning how to adapt. And just like, you know, more calmer and, you know, more open to communicating and, you know, those kind of things too. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. That is what I have for you. Like I said, somebody may have some good news about a young lady. I don't know who this is. But somebody may have some good news about a young person, and I will see you all in the next video. I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.